When a woman lie about a guy she dealt with and she don't want you to know, she lied to herself first. I dealt with this girl one time. She cheated on her boyfriend with me. She lied so good, she made me think we ain't mess around.
Who's the biggest liars? Men or women? Men lie the most. Women tell the biggest lie. A man's lie is like, I was at Tony's house. A woman's lie is like, it's your baby.
Halle Bailey just scored a major legal victory, and it's all for baby Halo. The Little Mermaid star has been granted sole legal and physical custody of her 16-month-old son. After alleging emotional and physical abuse from her ex DDG, Halle took it to court. A judge agreed. DDG must stay over 100 yards away from Halle and Halo, with no unsupervised visits allowed. He also can't take their son out of Los Angeles, and no passports or secret travel allowed. In a heartbreaking statement, Halle said she's done trying to placate DDG and is done with the abuse.
Well, no more Halo. Things just got 10 times worse for DDG after Halle has just filed for full custody and stated that he can no longer be with the kid alone ever again. You see, she has brought to the court's attention that she wants complete full custody of Halo due to her abuse and stated that DDG can only be allowed to see Halo for 6 hours, one time out the week, and it has to be through a supervised company.
She included this photo of a chipped tooth. Now she's saying that DDG did this to her back in March, yet she posted this video January 22nd, 2025.
I've always been a little scared of the dentist, but I'm going for my regular cleaning and also because I chipped my tooth and I'm just a little nervous.
I don't pick sides, gang. I wait for the truth to come out. Like I told people, be patient. We gonna see if Halle telling the truth. Let some more evidence come out. Not evidence that came out that the night that she say DDG was slamming her head on the steering wheel and she had to stay in the car. The only reason she stayed in the car is because the baby was unsafe with DDG. The baby was on stream with DDG that same night.
Now I'm blowing these two photos up for you guys. The one on the left is the video of her back in January, and the one on the right is back in March. Is the TMZ photo that is posted on their website of the DV claimed to happen back in March. These are eerily similar, if not the same damn incident, but let's say that it wasn't. Perhaps, due to dental work in the past, she had something loose over here, and it came loose back in March, and then she just snapped another photo. I'd also like to point out that typically chipped teeth that come from DV, generally there's something else on the face. Like there's usually bruising, cuts, something else as a supplement as to how the chip occurred in the first place.
Well, it wasn't slammed her face on the steering wheel, and the whole steering wheel only hit that little small part of the tooth. I wonder you know how light that had to be if that happened, which I don't believe. I'm keeping it real, squad. They don't look like the steering wheel.
Oh, and also DDG had a bunch of scratches and he was bleeding from his arm, but it's just Band-Aids on it. He didn't speak at all on that issue. But obviously scratches and Band-Aids on your arms, Band-Aids on your arms indicate defensive wounds.
Why would they be afraid of men anyway? I mean, most of the domestic violence happens from women to men, not from men to women.
Men are 3 times more likely to commit a violent crime than a woman.
No, this is absolutely, well, now hang on. That may be true against other men, but not against women. When it comes to women, you're looking at domestic violence stats. It's absolutely not true. Difference in frequency of violence and reported injury between relationships with reciprocal and non-reciprocal intimate partner dynamics. Inside of this, it was discovered that men are just far less likely to report that they were the victims of domestic violence because it's demasculating.
William Polite Savage is the most hilarious thing is that this new wave of feminism loves to believe that men are just evil and that women can do no harm. They don't believe that women actually attack men, that women are the aggressors in most domestic violence incidences when it comes between a man and a woman, simply because men usually just take the blows and go on about their business, try to calm their partner down, and continue on about their life without reporting it, without getting the police involved, and because there's less damage done. But this does not negate the fact that many times a woman who is out of control, a woman who thinks that she has no boundaries, a woman who thinks that you are not important at the moment will inflict damage upon that man. And what is your recourse? Equal rights, equal lefts usually leaves you in the clink, you dig?
she's trying to paint this bad she can't paint him as a bad father, so she has to paint him as an abuser to gatekeep him from his son because he's with other women now. Stream Gatekeep by Bookie Woods also, by the way. But like I said, this is a bitter baby mama, bro. She started an altercation with this man, stayed in his car, acted a fool, and he tolerated it. Shit. Went to his house, told his family he crazy and all that. And she don't trust him around the baby just to leave the baby, and he get on stream with the baby that same night. With defensive wounds on his arms, by the way.
I seem nice online and innocent and everything, but you guys do not know. I will go to battle with my yelling, with my words, everything. I'm good at that, right? And if I gotta yell or check anyone, that's what I gotta do.
Clap back or sit back. I always have to choose clap back. I'm sorry. I'm a very kind person, but if somebody pokes at me or the people that I love, it's over for you. I'm an Aries. Sorry.
Greetings, you polite savages.
You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
Ladies, gentlemen, and polite savages, we are now about to embark on a journey sure to anger feminists and modern women alike. And this one's a doozy. We have a lady hiding her son from a man, claiming abuse when there's no real evidence in sight. As always, we can only guarantee to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth as we see it. And sometimes the truth is a bitter, bitter pill, but you gotta shut up and take your medicine. So there's nothing left to do but get on up into it. Are you ready? Let's go. Some of the best memories of my life was spending time with my father teaching me things. I'm happy to say he was there from my birth till the day that he passed away. I grew up in a very odd situation to the folks nowadays because I had both my parents, both cared for me, both instilled discipline, both worked together to make sure that even when they weren't getting along, that I was the main focus. This is how it should be. A lot of days, a lot of folks, this must sound very strange because I don't see this cooperation between folks. They would rather go and get the popo, get the police, the one time, whatever you want to call it, get them all involved in their business. And why do they do this? They do it normally to punish the other side. Spite and jealousy. Hell has no fury as a woman scorn. And of course, the courts are gonna 9 times out of 10 side with the lady, period. But the question is this the absolute right thing to do for a child? Because a child at this age will have no understanding, and the only thing they'll know is that their father isn't there. And that can be very damaging.
Listen, he's being very, very vocal that he don't get to see his son like that. And let's just say, boom, she's shooting a movie. Cool. Again, let him watch his son while you shooting a movie. He's trying to be an active father, bro. There's too many deadbeats out here. There's too many who don't take care of their kids. You got that's going on stream, sad, begging to see his kid 24/7.
I done seen that a lot, homie. Oh, I don't know if my baby's gonna be safe with you.
That's
I gotta
what I'm
ride
saying.
with you all the way to the house. Like what?
That's all.
I didn't seen that.
And if a nigga back off, they're gonna be like, oh, you's a deadbeat, you this and you this and you that. So it's like, it ain't no way for a
That's
nigga.
my problem with women.
Well, how? She don't even know you.
Hear me out. That's my point. Anytime a man speaks up, it's like you're gonna kill your sons. Your son's gonna end up in here. He's not gonna speak up for himself. We, as much as we want to see these guys because they're rich or they're successful or we want to see them fall. We still gotta respect that that's somebody's father, and even if he did do everything she said, that still shouldn't give him a right not to be in his father's life. So I'm not projecting. I just wish I had my father around, and I'm like. And when I see a woman just taking the initiative to get rid of a father for a child that's not old enough to know what's going on.
And I'm very passionate about this circumstance right here. This is one of those situations where in the greater community, first thing you hear a woman say is that a man must have abandoned a mother. This is the only way a single mother can be a single mother is if a man will not be there for the child. Abandonment issues, this and that, blabble, blabble. Never once considering situations like this. Many times the lady does everything in her power to run the man away. And then ladies have the nerve with all that capital to say, listen, if you got some money, you should spend every single penny you have to fight the system. Oh sure, a man's supposed to be desolate, work himself down till he's just straight up and down homeless, and then, you know what they'll say? Well, now that you won custody, you don't have enough money to take care of the child when you already spent all your money to try to get the child. You see, it's a never-ending cycle of effery, and there's no win in sight. You ladies need to just stop and understand one thing. Even though you think that having a man is optional when it comes to raising a child, especially a man-child, this is the reason why so many dudes that you see nowadays lack the integrity, the morals, and the skills to actually be a man, because you ladies mess around and deprive that man of a male figure when he needed one. And what you have here is a never-ending cycle. Round and round she goes, and where she stops, nobody knows. Streetcar Monty, just find a pretty queen.
It's a big club, and you ain't in it.
For one, the black woman don't submit enough for a man to want to lay his life down for. The black man don't have enough access to his black children from black women. If they want the protection, look at your home girl and your sister and them say, listen, y'all, we got to lighten up on these. Girl, just go take the kids over there. Stop take the barriers away from them and watch what these black boys do for you. Watch what these black men do for your sisters.
And the biggest part is that it's a damn shame that these two can't cooperate, and it seems like there's been some deception for her to get her way. And this is very common. You see, what a lady will do is she will over-exaggerate, and she will absolutely believe the lie that she is telling. Hook, line, and sinker. Be very invested, especially an actress. She'll be very method, and her method will be your path to destruction. You got to be very careful who you choose and who you deal with. You see, them pretty faces or them pseudo pretty attitudes come with a whole lot of fire in the belly, a whole lot of entitlement, a whole lot of I'm better than you, even though his net worth is over 3 times more than her net worth. And this is the way the story goes. The ball bounces. Her career's not going the way she thought her career should be going, and she's a little upset because this streamer is sitting up here streaming all day long with his kid, and other women are in the picture now. Other ladies are in the picture now. Sharks are circling the prey, and we all know how it goes. When a lady cannot have exactly what she wants, she will take your baby away. And let's talk about that chipped tooth. You mean that that's the only thing that happened to your face, ma'am? You didn't get a bruise or an abrasion? Your tooth didn't bust through your lip, ma'am? I've seen it many times. I've been hit in the face many times, ma'am. And let me tell you something, that does not look like you suffered an impact, ma'am. It seems like that you were a little exaggeration going on here, ma'am. Seems like you went there with that sob story to the judge to get your restraining order, ma'am. And nobody believes you, ma'am. Even your own fans are saying that this can't be the truth, ma'am. But you'll do all of this cappage just to make sure that you can get your way, ma'am. And we don't understand the scorn in your heart, though. But if you don't fix it, it's gonna bleed over to your child, and sooner or later, he's gonna look up at you and realize one thing. You were the problem, ma'am, because you lied so much that you actually believed it, ma'am.
I messed me up after the club one night. I texted her the next morning, yeah, how that was last night. She texted me back, how was what and who is this? I was like, 404. I said, this me, Wayne. She said, Wayne who? I sent her a picture of me and her together. She texted me back, ooh, stranger danger.
Tell your daughter, your son, they were born because you was trying to be vindictive and evil and nasty to your baby dad. Tell your kid how every time you turn around, you are pulling him or her away from their daddy because you're mad at him because he don't want to do something that you want him to do. Tell your kid how they didn't get the quality time or the full daddy effect because you were so upset that this man didn't want you or this man is dating somebody else. Tell your kid how you are the reason why they don't have the relationship that they should have with their dad. Cause y'all sit and y'all do this stuff and y'all pull all these little games and play all these little games, and then y'all sit and try to act like y'all don't understand, y'all don't know why your kid don't have a relationship that they would want to have with the dad.
I'm territorial. I'm a jealous girlfriend. I'm a territorial girlfriend. Where you go, who are you with? That's me.
Thank you for watching the THPPP Network. Follow us on all social media outlets and ask yourself one burning question. Can you handle the tip? Boom. We're out.
We found true happiness.